remember the day we became friends. I was at my desk working on a report. Belinda came in and said, "Surprise," as she called. She put this red and silver cone hat on my head and wrapped it under my chin. On the wall, she put a sign, "Happy Birthday," made with cardboard gingerbread men for all the letters. Then she had a hand of confetti in her hand. She threw it on my desk. Two of her other friends came in and they sang, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Ralph, happy birthday to you." Boom, boom. I liked being remembered. I felt good. She left and I went back to work. 2 minutes later, she comes back in, rips the hat off my head, takes down the sign, takes a shovel, takes this confetti, puts it back in her hand and says, "We need this for someone next week. Sorry." Belinda was a card. Next few months, I learned a lot about her. She was adopted at the age of 3. Her mother didn't have any other children, so she was raised as an only child. She also, she was very low. And Belinda also didn't have any children of her own, but she had pets. She had 2 dogs named Smokey and Helen. She had a cat named Chuck and a cockatiel named Beaks. She got married about 2 years ago to a man named Bruce, and she was 50 pounds lighter. She was also blonde. We're talking a big blonde who liked to laugh. Belinda, what's the mating call of a blonde? "Oh, Ralph, I'm so drunk." Knock it off. Belinda, what's the mating call of a fat blonde? "Hey guys, I told you I was drunk." Knock it off. Belinda, did you hear about the blonde, the Polish blonde that went to the doctor? And when the doctor said, "You're pregnant," she said, "Is it mine?" She liked that one. Although I have to admit, I got this indentation on my side from all these pokes from Knock It Off. I thought that she would always be there to laugh at my jokes, but it wasn't to be. One week she coughed for about 2 days, and I told her, "You look a little run down, Belinda. Why don't you go and take a few days off, go to the doctor, take care of yourself, and come back refreshed the following week." The following Monday she came to work, and she had this look of bright fear on her face. "Ralph, I have leukemia, and I have to start chemotherapy today." "Whoa, you can't have leukemia. Only children have leukemia. It's genetic. You're 32 years old. It's not possible." "Yes, Ralph. The rundown condition, my coughs, are from leukemia. But don't worry. I'll be back to work by March." I'd never met anyone with leukemia before. So I went to Bookstore and looked up some information. I got a book on survivors. Each of these people had spent at least a year in agony with chemotherapy, drugs, meditation. They tried all sorts of techniques until they got into remission and overcame their leukemia. I took the book to Belinda in the hospital. I said, "Belinda, read this book. It's really good information in here." She was beginning to lose her hair from the chemotherapy. But she said, "Don't worry, Ralph. I'll be back to work by June." She tried sesame seed oil baths to try and purge her body. She tried meditation where she visualized the cells, the cancer cells being killed. I bought her a pair of glasses that were emulating alpha waves. They beeped on her eyes. And you could picture her just sitting there, kind of trying to get into a meditative stance. She prayed every day with her mother. She had a friend called Coretta, who was an Apache faith healer, who actually came to the hospital and did a little chant for her. "Don't worry, Ralph. I'm going to lick this thing, and I'll be back to work by October. She lost all of her hair. The infections were occurring in all parts of her body. The chemotherapy wasn't working any longer. You see, chemotherapy not only takes care of the cancer, but it kills all the cells in your body that are part of your immune system. So you're susceptible to all sorts of germs and colds. She was losing confidence. Belinda, do you believe in an afterlife? Ralph, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus Christ, and I hope there is an afterlife. It would be a relief from this. Belinda, age 32, blonde, mother to Helen, Smokey, Chuck, Beeks, wife to Bruce, and mother Mary, lapsed into a coma and died later that night. When I got the news, I went to my girlfriend's house, and I asked questions. Why? Why did it happen? This woman that was full of life, a giver, fun to be with. Why did she go through a year of agony? What was the point? I didn't get any answers. There are no answers. I asked the questions till I fell into an exhausted sleep. The next morning I woke up to a pleasant surprise. My girlfriend was hugging and kissing me and saying, "I love you, Ralph. I love you more than I've ever loved any man before." I said, "Okay. This is good. I'm going to make you the best breakfast you've ever had. You hunk you." Cool. She got up and she went to the kitchen. So I'm lying there, fellow Toastmasters, a little glow, feeling pretty good. And I'm thinking about life, death, lawn jokes, life, death. And suddenly I got this pain in my side. Awesome, Belinda. I want to tell you, some people have asked me about this story, whether it's true or not. 90% of it is true. Presently, Belinda is in Sharp Memorial Hospital undergoing chemotherapy. She did try all these events, and the likelihood is that she will die in the next 2 months. It's been quite a journey to cope with her and see that no matter what you do in certain circumstances, you can't overcome certain ailments. But her spirit is what I wanted to share with you, that the spirit lives on beyond what happens with your body. And you have to have that attitude. Keep laughing at blonde jokes. Keep moving. Because it is awesome. Mr. Toastmaster.
First of all, Ralph, I almost hate you. My God, I cried. I was about to cry back there, and then she is still alive. I want to comment on the mood change. I think that was the biggest factor here, the greatest impact. He brought us pretty much on the business cycles, up and down. Okay? From great humor, he always has it, right? Dropped immediately. Hush fell over. You don't ever lose audience attention. Okay, I was there. I didn't want to breathe. I was getting upset when people were rustling papers. As far as visualization, I feel like I know her now. I'm upset that she has to go through something like this. I feel a part of her, and I'm a part of the whole situation now. Being blonde, witty, as far as the birthday party, your friendship, it was all there. The whole audience was brought in to that whole situation. you seemed to relive and you felt the situation up here, and you brought the audience back in as well. And I appreciate that, and that was a great job there. As far as things to look for, pacing, there was none of that. You're pretty much steady right here. One other thing was your hands. I've been told you need to have them at your side. I like to hold them up here. You mentioned arm in a sling, or a sling, or whatever it was. Your hands do seem to come up here, but it wasn't distracting to me, as you felt it may have been. That was fine to me. Getting back, I just think you control the mood and the emotions of the audience very well. You were there, and we were there with you. And pretty much I call it Ralph's ride. Brought us up and down, emphasizing the points you needed to, and it was just an excellent job.